I want to welcome David Franklin from the Czech Republic. And I've always been inspired by his practice and teaching, but after he wrote his article and showed his video, I asked him to bring his teachings to this group about Eiko Dai in small spaces, so I'm glad he accepted. Our format today is to have Rob Gaston do the warm-ups and then David teach for the last 30 minutes or so. Welcome. Okay, Rob, do you want to start with warm-ups?
All right. Start by small jogging in place and running our shoulders go up and down. Ish, ni, san, shi, ro, rok, sish, hach, ku, ju, and roll our shoulders forward. Yo, ish, ni, san, shi, go and roll them back. Ish, ni, san, go, and a little more up and down. Ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, si, hach, ku, ju, ish, ni, san, shi, go, ro, si, hach, ku, ju, and warm our hands up. Ish, ni, san, shi, around the wrists and up the back sides of the arm. Ish, up one arm and down the inside, and up the other arm and down the inside, and rubbing vigorously between squeeze fingers and switch your fingers. And rubbing it a little more vigorously and begin to look up over your head and shake out. Send your energy to the Czech Republic. David gives us a really good Keiko. And to all our partners, spread it around, reach up, and release. One more time, up, and release. And up, and release. And take your right arm, reach out, reach up, and reach across and squeeze. Ish, ni, san, shi, go and release, and down, and out, and up, and across. Ish, ni, san, shi, and again, one more time. Oh. And release, and go back, reach far back, reach up, and out, and down. Knee, and san. And reach behind your back, twist your arm, reach out, up, and over. Knee. And san. And other arm out, up, across, squeeze, ish, knee, san, release. Knee. And san. And reaching back, up, and out. Knee. San. And behind your back, twist, open, up, out. Knee. San. And taking your hands, reach down into the ground, pull up some energy, and bring the sap up and let it come out. It is spring.
In California.
And knee. Early spring for all those cold places. And sun. She. Open your leaves, your blossoms. And go. And head, neck, forward and back. Ish. Ni. San. She. Go. Rok. Ish. Hach. And look up and side to side. Ish. Ni. San. She. Go. Rok. Ish. Hach. Ju, and down across your chin, across your chest. San, Shi, Go, Ruk, Sish, Hach, Hu, Ju, and we're gonna do a little turtle. So I'll go sideways so people can see. I lift my chin, reach out, down, pull in. And other direction, take it out, reach it up, pull back, scoop down. And good. And again, rotating your neck around 3 times. And other direction. Ish. Ni. San. A little bit bigger. Use your shoulders and upper torso. Ish. Ni. San. Another way. Ish. Ni. San. And with your arms included. Ish. Ni. San. And other way. Ish. Ni. And San. And take a moment at the lower part and stretch your lower back. And let your hips fall a little bit. Push out on your knees. And lift your hips. And knees forward. And gently roll up. Okay, and let's take our knees and do forward or inward direction. My camera's not right, it's too high.
No, your knees are moving.
San, another way. Ish. Knee. San. And massage a bit around the knees, give them a little extra care. And down towards your ankles. And back up your legs, lower back. And Koshi turns. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go another way. Ish. Ni. San. Shi. Go. A little wider on your stance. And just relax. Big circle. Ni. San. Another way. Ish. Ni. San. Okay. Gonna go up. And one last time, come down, bring our energy down. And standing meditation for a second. Mokso. Mokso yame. Great. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Thank you, Connie, for organizing this. Thank you for inviting me. And, well, I don't have a lot to say because I think probably you all watched that video, which kind of makes it feel like I don't need to introduce what I'm thinking about too much. Thanks, everybody. Well, I personally am in my apartment. I can't yell at the top of my lungs. There are neighbors. Usually, these days, I'm solving this problem just by waking up early and going to the park where I can, no problem. And I'm actually surprised at how empty it is and how few people are taking advantage of exercising outside. But I wanted to say, of course, the key thing, it doesn't matter that much how loudly you actually yell. I find that it helps me a lot if I imagine sound is huge, filling not just the space I'm in, but the whole city, the whole, you know, um, and that's pretty much all you need, I think. I will also mention one thing which I learned today listening to a science program on the BBC, which is that using curse words, we're not going to do this today, um, but using curse words has a profound effect on your body. Um, it seems to um, uh, stimulate the adrenaline system in a very specific way, especially like if you really mean it. Um, and sometimes these words come out spontaneously. People who even have had I've forgotten the name of this surgery, but in some severe cases, the left hemisphere of the brain has to be hemispherectomy. Connie will know what this is called. Uh, and these people, even if their speech, because most of the speech functions are in the left hemisphere, if I understand correctly, even if their speech is severely impaired, often they are still able to curse. Apparently, the muscle memory, cursing, is so important to the human psyche that the muscle memory of how to say those words is distributed around the brain in such a way that even if the brain is severely damaged, people can still curse. And also, there is a specific experiment where you undergo a painful experience, such as immersing your hand into a freezing cold bucket of water and using a curse word as compared to a neutral control word actually helps your endurance in achieving this challenging physical task. So I'm going to let you perhaps think about how to use that information in your own practice. But today, let's do a little bit. First thing we're going to do is really simple, and you have actually two choices about how to do it. I'm just going to experiment with this. Excuse me for a moment. Let's see if this works. Can you see my feet? Yes, fantastic. I can switch cameras. Okay, so if you don't want to really take it easy on your knees, you can do this sitting in a chair. just like this. And you could also do this standing up in Shikodachi. Either way is fine. But the basic idea is that we're lifting our knees, and the heel of the foot, as you saw in the other camera, heel of the foot comes up first, and then the toe is the ball of the foot is the last part to leave the floor, and then going down the same way. Let me just switch cameras again so we'll do that slowly at the beginning. Yeah. So yes, here we go. Up, down, up, down. Could be sitting in a chair, could be standing, but your heel goes up first, and then your ball of the foot touches first. Ni, san, shi, go. Good. Now we're going to, as we keep going, bring your feet very close together. So there's almost no space between them. Ni, san. This is called Hei Sokudachi, if I remember correctly. Then gradually, we're going to open this angle and make the legs further apart. Ni, san, shi, passing through Hachijidachi. Look, shich, getting wider, each. Ni, san, passing through Odachi, Shikodachi, san, shi, go, Luke, shich, hach, and then slowly back, gradually closing the angle. Ni, san, shi, go, Luke, shich, hach. Good, and rest. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to do the same thing one more time. And the only difference is that this time, raise your knee as high as you possibly can, however high that is. And you could be sitting in a chair and still raising your knee as high as possible. Regardless of whether you're sitting or standing, try not to lean back. Do not lean back as you were. So you're going to keep your posture straight while you lift your knee. Good. And start with the Hei Sokudachi with the feet close together. Each ni, san, shi, go. Gradually opening the angle. Ni, san, shi, go. Look. Shich, hachijidachi. That's about shoulder width. Ni, san. So we're both widening the angle and also making the feet further apart as we go wider and wider. Ni, san, shi, go. If you want a more vigorous workout, you can bend your knees and lift your knee, each ni, san. And if I'm doing it right, I'm not leaning backwards or forward too much. Ni, san, as wide as you can. Ni, and as low as you can. Each ni, san, shi, go, look, shich, hach, and then gradually back, ni, narrowing the angle, closing the distance, ni, and all the time, yes, good, san, shi, go. Very nice. Okay. Slowly again. This time your toe goes up and then your foot goes up. Then your heel touches first, then your toe goes down. And the other foot, ball up, off the ground, heel touches first, down. And each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, and a little bit wider, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee. A little bit wider, a little bit higher if you can. Knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each as wide as you can, as deep as you can, and as high as you can. Ich, ni, san, shi. Go, and bringing them back slowly, narrowing the distance, changing the angle to point straight forward. Ni, san, shi. Go, look, shich. Good. Okay, fantastic. I'm sure most of you know Taiki Mai. This is the one that starts with ah, and then you lean forward and backward, lean to the sides, and twist. I'm sure you've done this before. Let me just, whoop. Okay, great. So be nice to your back. Do what you can. It doesn't matter really if you lean very far forward or very far backward. That's not important. What we want to do, though, is make sure that the middle of the body at the first one, forward and back, is rotating around this axis. Okay, so I'll stand sideways so it's really clear. And here we go. Start with ah. Stretch up, straight up, and then front to back. Ich, ni, san, shi. Go, look, shich, touch. A little bit more. Each, if your back's in good shape, you can lean far forward and far back, or take it easy and just do small movements. The direction of the movement is what's important. Ich, ni, san, shi. Stretch up, and so can relax. Ni, san. Good. Massage your lower back. Shi, ni, san, shi, ni, san, shi, ni, shi, ni, shi. Go. Good. Okay. Now it's going to be that your hips are, you're turning this way, side, right, around this axis, and starting this way. Open. Ah. Stretch behind, stretch up, hands open. Ich, ni, san, shi. Go, look, shich, touch. If you can, if your back is in good shape, you can lean quite far. If not, small movements are okay. San, shi, go, look, shich, touch, and relax. Muso Ken. One more time. Ni. One last time. San. Okay, good. So we did this axis. This last one is this axis. And ready. Ah. Stretch back. Stretch up. Hands open. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Look. Shich. Touch. And stretch up. And Muso Ken, relax. Ich. And E. And again. San. Good. Now we're going to do those movements with no arms, just with the hips. Just really small, so very small movements of the hips, but it's just about the direction. So we just want to rock our hips around this axis a little bit. Ni, san, shi, go, look, shich. It's good. Then we want to rock our hips this way. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, look, shich, hach, and then twist our hips this way, each, ni, sam, shi, go, look, shich, hach. Very nice. Okay, are we ready to do Eiko? Maybe. Oh, wait, there's one more thing we have to do first. Okay, good. So what we want to do is sensitize ourselves to the ulnar edge of the hand. The ulnar edge means the edge, the pinky edge, this side. Yeah. So the exactly. And when you, I'm looking at Nicole and saying exactly. Very nice. Thank you. When the, oh, I don't have the other book handy. These two bones inside your arm sort of twist, spiral around each other when you twist. So let's just start by doing this with your hand sort of flat like it's a blade and just twisting this way. Ni, towards yourself, away from yourself. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, look, shich. Hach, the other hand, ich, ni, san, shi, go, look, shich. Hach, this time, extend your hand forward and turn each palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up, palm down, palm up. The other hand, each, ni, sam, shi, go, look, shich, hach. Okay, good. So put your right hand with the palm up, and we're going to sort of cut with this pinky edge towards the direction where the pinky is pointing. Each. Then turn your hand palm down, and each turn palm up from right to left. This is your right hand going from right to left, palm up. And this is your right hand going from left to right, palm down. And one more time, each. Knee. Yes, exactly. And now, just you can do exactly the same thing with your right hand, and your left hand is just going to follow it with the palms facing each other. Each. Knee. Sam. She. Very nice. Okay, and if this is not physically challenging enough for you, you can do exactly the same exercise, but standing in Kibadachi, which, oh, now I'll do this. Kibadachi, which, as you know, should look approximately like this, with the knees bent, with the feet parallel. So you could do it like that way, according to your knees and your stamina. Okay, here we go. Ready? So right hand palm up, slightly to the right side, left hand palm facing, palm of the left hand facing the right, and here we go. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Look. Shich. Hach. Very nice. And take a break. Okay, good. So, by the way, if you know the terminology of Shintaido, this is what's called Seiku Ken, which means this kind of flat, very straight hand. There are many other possibilities, such as Kai Shoken or Muso Ken. But in all of them, we're going to be sensitive to this this ulnar edge, this pinky edge be the leading edge of the movement. Okay, so we're going to try the same thing, and we're just going to go completely horizontal, absolutely flat. Same thing, Kai Shoken, with the palms wide open. Okay, good. You can use standing, you can use Kibadachi, and with the right hand palm facing up, open the hand completely, Kai Shoken, so your wrist is very bent back, fingers are completely open, other hand ready, each stretch out as far as you can, knee, extend, some, and she, yes, at the end of each movement, turning your hands so the pinky edge, the ulnar edge is always leading forward. And 2 more times, each knee. Good. Now, relax. For those of you with less, who are maybe a little bit newer to Shintaito, so when we're doing this Kai Shoken position with the hands, we're also opening this part of but not leaning back, but this part gently pushing forward, this part here in the front, opening as the hands extend. One more time. Now, this time it's going to be the same. We're going to start the same way, except imagine, remember we did the Taikimai like this, right? Imagine everything is like a little bit tilted this way. Ready? Each knee, san, shi, go, look, good, and bring it to horizontal, and it's the same movement, each knee, san, shi, go, look, and one extra one. Okay, and now the whole thing is tilted the other way. Ready, each knee, san, and make the angle of your hands very precise. Shi, go, the pinky edge of both hands is pointing in exactly the same direction. Shich, hach, and back to horizontal. Starting position, right hand on the right side, right hand up, ready, same thing again. Each knee, san, shi, good. Now this time, we're not going to tilt the whole body, but we're just going to change the direction of the hands. So it's like this diagonal again. Ready? Each turn, knee. So your body stays straight, san, but it's the same idea. Shi, good, and back to horizontal. Each knee, san, shi, good, and now the other side, but not tilting the body, but just the hands going diagonally. Ready, each knee, san, shi, very nice, and back to horizontal, each knee, good, san, shi, and relax. Okay, if you've really been doing that whole time, standing in Kibadachi, and using Kaisho Ken the entire time, which is theoretically what you were supposed to do, you should be sweating and your hands should be very tired. That's good. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but this time your hands are very relaxed. But just because your hands are physically relaxed, it doesn't mean that it's like vague or imprecise or something. We still want this edge to be pointing exactly the same direction, very precisely. So let's try that. And as we were doing it the first time with the Kaisho Ken, with the Kaiho Tai Koshi, now relax your koshi, relax your lower back. Let your lower back be very soft and round. And as you're moving your arms, just pay attention very gently to this ulnar side, the pinky side. Here we go horizontally. And each knee is exactly the same thing, with the same angles, the same geometry, but with the lower back very relaxed and rounded. Each knee. Good. And with your right hand facing up and doing the diagonal one, starting from the upper right, each. Turn the hands, knee. Some. Shi. Very nice. Go. Luke. And back to horizontal. Right hand is facing up, leading with the pinky edge, each very relaxed, but still the angle is precise. You can feel it. Some. Shi. Go finishing up, coming over to the left side, and then coming up, your left palm facing up and diagonally each. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Luke. Shi. Yame. Very nice. Okay, good. We didn't do vertical. That's what we need to do. Okay, we're going to do the vertical combined with the running. And this can be either actually running, like running in place, like this way, quite similar to what we did at the beginning, or if for one reason or another you need to take it easy, you could do it sitting in a chair and doing this. But in either way, in either case, basically we're just going to do vertical Eiko, which means starting with ah, and coming to the horizon. You don't need to face towards the screen. You can face any direction that's comfortable for you. I'm going to do this way, 3/4. Okay, so let me be clear. There are 3 options for how to do this. One option is, as I showed, sitting in a chair and staying in the chair. Second option is you're going to begin standing and you're going to do ah and running and running and running and finish Kibadachi. And the third choice is to start this way, do ah, running, 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 and finish Hami Handachi. So you have 3 variations. It's the same thing. Okay, so we better do this 3 times then, at least. Okay, ready? Sorry, gotta arrange my Mexican carpets here. Okay. Ah. Gradually come down to the horizon and stretch out towards the horizon. Keep going, and relax. Okay. One more time. And relax. Oh, I made a mistake. I said I was going to finish that one with Kibadachi, and instead I finished with Musubirachi. Better do that again. Sorry. Ready? Ah. And extend, reach out, open your hands, and relax. Good. And last variation for those who wish to challenge their thigh muscles, starting in and finishing Hami Handachi. Ready? Go. Ah. Extending to the maximum, never going back, never retreating, just going forward and forward. And then finally, okay. Yane. Oh, I have two legs. I did Hami Handachi, so we've got to do it one more time for the other leg. Ready? Ah. And relax. Okay, good. We're getting close to the end. We're just going to do, I'm going to show you my feet. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Good. Here we go. So as a cool down from that, we're just going to do this with your feet in an L shape, 90 degrees. You bend your knees a little bit and just step forward each, like that. And then go back, knee, forward, each, back, knee, forward, each, back, knee, forward, each, back, knee. Oops. Okay, switch feet. Ready. So knees are just a little bit bent, very slightly, and gently each back, knee, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee. Very good. Okay, and yame, and uh. Okay, good. We're going to do the same stepping, but with the Kaisho Ken, with your hands extended, your arms extended like this, so that you can really try to feel that this, especially this part, is all one connected to this part. Ready? One foot. So the stepping is exactly the same as what we just did, and each knee, each knee, each extend out towards the horizon. Very nice. Each hands wide open, knee, each knee, and the other foot, the same thing. Ready, each knee, each knee, each knee. Yame, very good. Okay, and now that was Kai Ho Tai, open position, and Kai Shoken, open hands. Now we're going to do Muso Ken. So the angle and position of your hands is exactly the same, but the hands are very relaxed. The stepping is exactly the same, but now your lower back is Yoki Tai, very soft and relaxed and rounded. But we still want to feel this same, it's all one connect unit. So, ready, still focusing on the pinky edge, the ulnar edge, as it moves through space, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee. And the other foot, each knee, each knee, each knee, each knee. And just let your arms slowly float down. Make your feet about shoulder width apart. Let your knees be slightly bent. And of course, I'm sure everybody knows the seaweed exercise. So this is a self seaweed. Your feet, you could imagine that your feet are planted like they have roots in the floor, and the rest of your body is quite liquid. Still keeping this fluid feeling of movement, but the movements become smaller, gradually smaller, so that your body is almost completely still and it's only inside. And then from there, just let everything sink down, drop down, fall down deep into the earth. Deeper and deeper. Mokuso yame. Keiko arimasu. Hey. Thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure.